Well, they did it. The House of Representatives voted to merge the most innovative parts of our military with Israel by passing the NDAA just barely with the help of 5 Democrats. Unfettered access to our best military technology. AIPAC is trying to tell us that this is going to help us, saying that they have some amazing technology they can hand over. The question I have is, why don't we have that already? Since 1968, we've given Israel the seed money to start the companies that made that technology. We've given them planes, weapons, everything. And yet we have to give them more to just get what we already funded? So what is it? We know that they give our politicians a bunch of money, but it seems much, much deeper. Well, you know me and my history, and the answer is, of course it is. The simple answer is that we sold our soul to Israel to win the Cold War. Israel used that to their advantage for the Greater Israel Project. See, from 1948 to 1967, France was the primary weapons provider for Israel. But when Israel started a war in 1967, they abandoned ship and put an arms embargo on the region. They didn't want any part of it, and so Israel needed a new supplier. Meanwhile, the Soviet Union was expanding their influence in the Middle East and getting a ton of oil. Now, when I list the countries that they were moving into, notice that most of these are either countries that Israel convinced us to go to war with, or they went to war with them themselves. Egypt, Syria, Iraq, Libya, South Yemen, and Algeria. So Israel needed a supplier, and the U.S. needed an ally in the region. This is why Joe Biden, long ago, said that if we didn't have Israel, we would have had to create one. These two factions would go on to wreak havoc for decades for the people of the Middle East. Americans have this impression that their religion keeps them in the Stone Age, but no, we did that. We exploited religious factions like the Sunnis and Shia. We made royalty wealthier than anyone can ever imagine. And now we've come full circle. Right back to a very similar position that France was in 1967, making a choice about the future of our relationship with Israel. Sadly, the House of Representatives just made that choice. The Greater Israel Project and our mission to exploit the resources in that region have now become one mission. So your taxpayer money will be supporting or continue to support Netanyahu becoming the new King David.